I'm Wyatt Gaynor.
And I'm Tim Polero.
And welcome back to the last Nauset News of the year. Attention all French students. Last call to sign up for the French exchange program. Deadline is June 15th. Please register this week. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Help save the North Atlantic right whale. Donate and receive a button created by Studio Art students. Funds will go toward the 1,000 Friends for the North Atlantic right whales. Nauset Disposal and other organizations are hoping to raise $100,000 to fund the Center for Coastal Study Right Whales Emergency Initiative. Community service, volunteers needed, Wellfleet Elementary Field Day. Wednesday, June 13th, report to school at 8:15, runs until 11. Sign up with Mrs. LaBranche by this Friday. Provincetown Film Festival. The Provincetown Film Festival is looking for volunteers for our 20th anniversary for June 13th to 17th. There are all sorts of volunteer gigs like working at the movie venues, taking tickets, passing out ballots, etc. Working at our events, set up, checking people in, passing food, selling merchandise, and much more. There are great benefits to signing up too. You get a volunteer t-shirt, entrance to the opening and closing party, no age limit, free movie ticket for every shift worked, redeemable during the festival at our cinema in P-Town year-round, and entered into our volunteer raffle with amazing gifts and gift cards from local businesses. Color Run. Nauset Middle School, Saturday, June 16th, 8:30 to 11. Contact Wendy Frazier at 508-922-7179. Call or text. Against the Tide, Saturday, August 18th, Nixon State Park, Brewster. Great way to spend the weekend. That's it for the announcements, and now on to Tim with the lineup.
Thanks, Wyatt. All right, so first up, this week's top story is on summer jobs and will be done by Isabel Merle. The High Five Student of the Week will be interviewed by Parker Cameron. Things to Do by Romel Brown and Leah Baker. Talent Search by Thomas Dudzik. Special Report by Rebecca Canarium. Fashion Tip by Amanda Spence. Health Tip is on summer safety, and that's by Doug Bizio. Political Spotlight Update by Isabel Merle. An Extra Report by Nick Kornstrom, Skylar Sanderson, and Eli Patrick. And lastly, a Student Council Update by Jordan Hour. That's all for the lineup. I'm Tim Polero.
And I'm Wyatt Gaynor.
Have a great summer, stay safe, and on to your top story.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merle, and I'm here with this week's top story. Today we'll be going around the campus asking Nauset students what their summer jobs are. Whether it be working at an ice cream shop or lifeguarding at Nauset Beach, there's a large variety of summer jobs on Cape Cod. This year, the local businesses are very reliant on local teenagers, as they have been unable to hire foreign workers due to the visa problem. This should be good for the teenagers, though, as many are trying to save up for their first car and college. Let's go talk to some students. I'm here with Ben. Ben, where are you working this summer?
So this summer I'm going to continue doing my part-time job, but I'm also going to school at Harvard University for a few months, taking 2 courses there.
Very nice. Brian, where are you working this summer?
Stop Shop.
How long have you worked there?
I'm going to start this summer.
And what do you do there?
Stock shelves at night from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
So I'm here with Ruby. Ruby, where are you working this summer?
I'm working at a service camp in Truro
And how long have you worked there?
for 3 years.
So I'm here with Mr. Fleming. Mr. Fleming, where are you working this summer?
I work here at Nauset Regional High School, and I also work part-time at Arnold's Lobster and Clam Bar, Route 6 East End.
Thank you. So I'm here with Drew. Drew, where are you working this summer?
I'm working at Nauset Fish Market in Orleans.
And how long have you been working?
I just started 2 weeks ago.
So I'm here with Charlie. Charlie, where are you working this summer?
Working at Ridgeville Beach.
And how long have you been working there?
I'm working there for 3 years.
So I'm here with Noah, Tim, and Tom. What are you guys doing this summer for jobs?
So I'm going to be working at my local hardware store in Brewster.
I'm going to be working for Lower Cape Ice, just basically delivering ice, driving a truck around.
I'm going to be a recreation counselor for the town of Eastham, so I'll be playing games with a bunch of kids, and I'll also be a beach gate attendant on weekends.
And how long have you guys been doing that?
I've been working at the hardware store since I was in 8th grade.
This will be my first year there. I was working at Flyers last year.
This will be my second year working full-time, but the year before last year I was like a volunteer there, so it was like sort of like a training sort of to become a counselor. It was like a counselor and training program, so yeah.
And what are you guys hoping to make this year?
I'm hoping to get probably around $13 an hour.
Probably going to be around 12 since it's my first year, 12 for minimum wage.
Yeah, mine's going to be around there too. I know I made like $11.25 last year, but I know minimum wage went up, so my wage might go up. I'm not sure.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Aiden. Aiden, where are you working this summer?
I'm working at Shaw's.
How long have you been working there?
About 3 weeks.
And what do you do there?
I'm planning on being a cashier.
So now I'm here with Jordan. Jordan, where are you working this summer?
I work at the Chatham Candy Manor downtown on Main Street in Chatham.
And how long have you been working there?
I've worked there for about 3 years now.
What do you do?
Well, in the summer I do wedding orders for CBI and McQuasset. I package candies that we sell in the storefront, and I wait on customers.
What's your favorite candy there?
Probably the cranberry turtles. Those are my favorite. And dark chocolate. Those are really good.
I know you work with your brother. What's that like?
It's difficult at times because siblings don't always get along, but it's nice to spend the extra time with him, especially because he's going to college soon.
I can relate because I also work with my sister.
Where do you work?
I work at PJ's in Wellfleet.
What do you do there?
I take orders, I scoop ice cream, and just clean up, do just random stuff, kind of.
And how long have you worked there for?
This will be my 3rd year. So now you know some of the places our students will be working at this summer. Maybe you'll see some of them while out. I'm Isabel Merle, thanks, and have a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Gaynor, and this is Sports. For Sports today, we will be doing a shout-out to all the teams that had stellar seasons this year. In the fall, ACL League winners included boys golf, girls cross country, and boys soccer. The girls cross country team came in 2nd place at both the Eastern Massachusetts sectionals and the All-States. And in boys soccer, James McCulley set the all-time scoring record in school history and was also named All-American. The girls basketball team had their best season in school history. They won the league and went deep into the state tournament. Charlie Campbell broke the 1,000-point mark in boys basketball and led the team to a winning record. The boys hockey team qualified for state tournament, and the boys and girls swim teams had many individuals who also qualified. Jack Johnson and Coleman Norton had the best individual performances at the All-State meet, including school records. The girls track team won the ACL championship meet, while the boys set numerous school records. Izzy Nobley, just a freshman, was most impressive as she set a school record in the 800 and also qualified for all states. The girls and boys lacrosse teams both had winning seasons and qualified for states, but the team that lasted the longest was boys baseball, with a winning season and a qualification for state tournament. The most memorable game was actually the first state game, as they defeated number 3 seed Whitman Hanson in the first round, 3-0. I'm Wyatt Gaynor, and this was Sports.
Hello, my name is Doug Bazile, and this is the Health Tip of the Week. Summer safety is as important as summer fun. Today we'll be going over a myriad of different safety hazards and how to prevent them. Firstly, we discuss swimming. Do not go swimming all by yourself. Always bring a friend. Notify an adult before you go swimming in the ocean or in fresh water. Next, always bring a life preserver on your craft. Even if you're certified to sail or swim, you will desire a life preserver should you go overboard. Even masters of sea and sail make mistakes. Our last water-based tip is to swim near a lifeguard whenever possible, especially with the increased population of seals, and with them, sharks. If you get caught in a riptide with seals, you're going to sleep with the fishes. Moving on to the beach, always make sure you dump your hot coals from your bonfire somewhere where nobody without shoes will step on it, especially after dark. During the day, Avon, Banana Boat, Clarence USA, and Copperstone are currently recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation for sunscreen. Make sure to apply and reapply these brands frequently while out in the sun. Don't dig deep holes in the beach. You could cause a cave-in, which could bury someone alive. Every year you hear about a tragic incident where a child suffocates from a cave-in. Summer on Cape Cod comes quick. Make sure to stay hydrated by drinking a lot of water before, during, and after exercise to avoid heat stroke. This has been Doug Bazile with the Health Tip of the Week.
Hello, I'm Jordan Hauer, and this week I have your Student Council update. Last week at Nauset, we had our class elections. The sophomore class president will be Camille Liska, the junior class president will be Kylie O'Gara, and the senior class president will be Ben Nagel. On Monday, June 11th, the council had their executive board elections. Nauset Noon's very own Isabel Merle will be vice president, Anna McMakin will be the secretary, Maggie Bragdon will be the faculty liaison, Avery Burns will be the historian, Hannah Figure will be a delegate, and I, Jordan Hour, will be taking over for my brother Jack as Student Council President next year. The Council plans to meet a few times over the summer to plan the freshman barbecue and homecoming. Since the seniors graduated, the Council membership decreased greatly. Therefore, they are looking for new members. If you have any interest in joining, please contact the advisors, Ms. Kimmick or Mrs. Tupper. The Council would like to thank everyone for a great school year. Thank you. I'm Jordan Hour, and this has been your final Student Council report for the school year. I hope everyone has a great and safe summer.
Hi, I'm Parker Cameron, and this is this week's Nauset High Five. Today I'm here with
Evie McGonigal.
She received the Underclassmen Award for the drama in her talent department in regards to costume design, sewing, and color and style. Can you tell us about your experience making costumes for various plays?
Well, I started making costumes this year for our first show in the fall 12th night, and I had never really done anything with costumes before, but there was a senior girl named Bella Granland who wanted a little bit of help sewing and cutting costumes and just tying ties and making sure everything was in its right place, so I offered to help her with that. And I had a lot of fun doing costumes for 12th night, and I'm also in honors acting, so when our competition play came around, I decided to help Bella again with costumes for Yellow Boat, and I don't know, I just got really into it, and it's been super, super fun.
So what made you get into it? Was you were just like friends with Bella and decided just to start doing it?
I was just friends with Bella. I didn't have a huge role in 12th night, so I decided if I was going to stay after school for 3 hours every day for rehearsal, I might as well be doing something interesting.
Who taught you how to sew?
I never really learned to sew. I learned how to sew on a button from my mom. I learned how to operate a sewing machine during Yellow Boat. It took us about 20 minutes to learn how to thread the bobbin in the sewing machine and like 3 different teachers. But I don't really know how to sew. It's just I've learned to improvise and make do with what I know.
Nice. So how did you get interested in costume design?
Well, I always liked dressing up when I was little, like any little kid. I loved princess costumes and I loved the colors and the style and accessorizing. And I thought if I was interested in that when I was little and if I have time to do it now, I might as well, so.
Do you have any interest in pursuing this in the future?
Not really. I think it's more just for fun. I'm really into science and math, and I think that's also a little easier to make a career out of than costume design.
All right. So this has been
Evie McGonigal.
She's our High Five Student of the Week.
Woo!
Hello, I'm Isabel Merle here with this week's Political Spotlight. This week's Political Spotlight will be more geared towards local Massachusetts politics, taking a look at issues closer to home. On June 10th, mayors from across the country gathered in Boston for the U.S. Conference of Mayors, announcing their support of the state's anti-discrimination law of transgender individuals. The Massachusetts mayors who signed include Martin Walsh of Boston, Kim Driscoll of Salem, John Mitchell of New Bedford, Joseph Petty of Worcester, Paul Hero of Attleboro, Alex Morse of Holyoke, and Mark McGovern of Cambridge. Also on June 10th, a large group of protesters gathered outside the Indianapolis HHS Secretary Alex Azar's office. They demanded that he approve rulings banning shock therapy at a mass rehab facility. The protesters refused to leave the private property and did not have a permit to be there. I'm Isabel Merle. Thanks and have a great summer.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Gaynor here with Jordan Hour and Mr. McDonald. So for our final stage on Nauset News for the school year, we would like to say goodbye to our longtime principal, Mr. McDonald, sadly. Mr. McDonald had many roles here at the high school, including football coach and assistant principal. He's a very popular principal among the students and the staff, and we will obviously all agree with this.
So, Mr. McDonald, what have you enjoyed most about the students here at Nauset Regional High School?
Great kids, great students. The great thing I love about our students is they're real, so you can have a conversation with them. They have great relationships with our faculty and staff. They seem to get along, for the most part, very well with each other. And coming over here, they're very accepting. Ever since my first year as an assistant principal, students have been very accepting in the sense of sometimes you go into a school and they'll say, well, here's the new dean of students, here's the new assistant principal. And kids start to get a little nervous because it seems to all be centered around discipline and consequences. But here, students are very open, and they actually have some great conversations with me, and it was great. It's just these relationships are very reassuring.
That sounds very nice. And how about the staff?
Same thing. What I love most about Nauset Regional High School is faculty and staff seem to have great relationships with the students. Students know that these are their teachers. They know that there's a certain level of respect, but the respect is shown all the way around. It's not to say we don't have our problems. We have our problems just like any other high school. But I am amazed at the relationships that have existed over the years with hundreds or thousands of students that we've had, that I've had, that our faculty and staff had over the last 13 years. And you can see it when they graduate as seniors. You can see it, the things that teachers write on yearbooks, on the things that students write on a teacher's yearbook. And it's a great culture to be in. I'm going to miss it.
Yes. And I have one final question for you. Are you excited for your next role as principal at Mashpee High School?
That's a great question. I think I will be once I complete my tenure here. My last day is the 29th, and I haven't been able to really step back and think about my future going into Mashpee High School. It's about just saying whatever I need to say to students leaving here, to the faculty and staff as I go. So that pretty much occupies my time. I'm meeting with a few staff people here. I get together with some groups of students. I get to say my piece, thank them for everything they've done for me. And then I've got my last faculty meeting coming up on the 29th. Once those things are done and I've said my piece and I've had those conversations with students, parents, and faculty, I think that I'll go on and look forward to the next chapter.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. McDonald, and we wish you luck.
Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm Tom Dudzik with this week's Talent Search, and I'm here with Laven. And Laven made a bench in wood shop, as you can see. So Laven, what did you make your bench out of?
I think, ash, mahogany, and pine.
Nice. So how long did it take you to make the bench? Because it looks like it took a while.
About 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah.
What did you coat the bench in?
It's spar varnish. It will protect the bench from weather like rain or sun.
Nice. So where do you plan on putting this bench at?
It will go to my girlfriend's house because their bench is destroyed or old and we just want to replace it.
Nice. So it's like a nice gift almost.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the old bench to bring in this nice new one. So, I mean, what inspired you? What made you decide to make the bench? Was it just because the bench at your girlfriend's house was like old and raggedy, so you were like...
Well, I withdrew from my online class.
Yep.
And then, like, my girlfriend too, and we wanted to make something together.
Yep.
And she said, let's just replace the bench at home, so here we go.
Nice. Well, it came out great. It looks really nice.
Thank you.
I'm Tom Dudzik, and this has been this week's Talent Search.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Swanstrom, and I'm here for your Sketch Report of the Week. I'm here with Ramel Brown and Amanda Spence, and today they're going to talk about what they found most exciting about their time here at Nauset Regional High School. Amanda?
My favorite time was when it was pepper rally, going out at night, cheering for Nauset football team, and all of that good stuff.
Ramel?
My favorite time here was just like meeting new friends and stuff. Like when I came here, I even made it on the soccer team that's 1 week before school starts, so that's very nice.
I'm here with
Natalie Magnusky.
And what have you found this year that has been fun for you?
The spirit on the soccer team is great.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Swanstrom, and I'm here with
Sarah Finley.
And what is the thing that you found most interesting?
I loved enjoying lunch with my friends.
I'm here with Skylar Sanderson. What is the thing that you have found most fun this year at Nauset?
Definitely playing for the girls' basketball team.
Awesome. I'm here with Harper Clark, and what have you found fun this year?
Video tech was fun. We got to make movies.
What I liked about Nauset this year was first video tech. I got to learn a lot of new things, and second sports like tennis, where I played, and it was really fun for me.
I took a piano class, and it helped to broaden my musical horizons and become more multi-talented.
This year, probably one of my favorite parts was being on the hockey team. Another favorite part was I got to meet a lot of new people, became friends with a lot of juniors, seniors, and some sophomores.
Hi, my name is Kimmy Blake, and what I enjoy about Nauset is like the kids here and how everyone like enjoyed themselves at school.
What do you like about it? I'm Richard and I have been here a year now, and I've liked everything on Cape, especially school, because I do track. I'm in part of the record team for the 4x1, so yeah, that's what I like.
Hi, I'm Brett Mello. I like Nauset a lot. I'm in club, so I'm doing bus buddies and bone club, but I like it. But next year I'll be awesome. But I have a great summer. But yeah, I really love Nauset.
And finally, I'm here with Eli Patrick and Leah Baker, and we're going to be talking about some of the favorite things that we've done this year. Eli?
I'd probably have to say my zoology class or my video tech class. Those were both pretty great.
Awesome. Leah?
I liked my English class and my history class because we did a lot of fun projects.
Awesome. My name is Nicholas Quanstrom, and I've been here for your special report for the week at Nauset News. I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merle and I'm here with this week's fashion tip. As summer is quickly approaching, fashion trends are beginning to change with the season. It's time to pull out that dusty summer clothing box from the back of your closets. For girls, sundresses, maxi dresses, and shift dresses are the best fit for summer. Breathable fabric like cotton will make these outfits the perfect wear for a hot summer day. When you get tired of wearing dresses, try a cute denim skirt with a graphic tee, easy and comfortable. For boys, shorts and t-shirts should get you through the summer. Pair that with sneakers or sandals. When going to the beach or just hanging around town, don't forget your sunglasses. Sunglasses are a perfect accessory for any outfit. I'm Isabel Merle, thanks, and have a great weekend.
Hello, I'm Nauset Zena.
I'm Tim Polero.
And we're here today with a special summer edition of Things to Do. Today we're going to talk about special things to do during the summer on Cape Cod. We're going to talk about some attractions that people may miss on their first trips here, but still provide a quality, enjoyable experience. One place that's good, if you want to go for a walk or take out your dog, is Thompson's Field in Harwich. Located off Chatham Road, it is a great place to let your dog roam free. There are plenty of trails to go explore, as well as some large open areas. As for other outdoor activities and exercising, there are countless places to ride your bicycle. We have various bike trails. If you're visiting the Upper Cape, definitely take a ride along the canal for some seriously breathtaking views. If you're on the Mid-Cape, you can hop on the rail trail in Dennis and ride down to Nickerson State Park in Brewster. Lastly, if you're on the Lower Cape, there are some great bike trails in the National Park Service by Race Point Beach and Herring Cove Beach.
Alright, and while you're in Provincetown, be sure to cruise down Commercial Street, grab a slice of pizza at our favorite spot, Spiritus Pizza, visit the various eclectic local shops, peek in the window and watch saltwater taffy be made at the Penny Patch. Also while you're in town, you may want to take a whale watch cruise or take a walk up the Pilgrim Monument. In addition, if you want to spend time on the water, one of our favorite spots is Flyers Rentals. Kayaks and paddleboarding are available, as well as speedboats and sailboats.
Now Tim, Provincetown is not the only place for fun.
That is true.
Chatham has a similar vibe with shops, restaurants, and a famous lighthouse overlooking Lighthouse Beach, where many tourists and locals often spot seals and even sharks gathering. Chatham also offers a beautiful theater called the Orpheum Theater, where you can catch a movie on a rainy day. Our very own Jordan Hour, who lives in Chatham, recommends the Chatham Candy Manor to buy candy, and the Red Nun Restaurant. The Chatham Squire is a good place to go as well if you're looking for a tasty burger. While Jordan Hour's brother, famous Nauset News reporter Jack Hour, prefers the upscale Del Mar restaurant.
Alright, now we're going to talk about beaches. My favorite beach is Head in the Meadow in Truro. How about you, Noah?
My favorite beach is Coast Guard Beach in Eastham. It is a great place for families because it is lifeguarded, and it is a very scenic beach as well.
That is very true. Make sure to check out a movie this summer at the Wellfleet Drive-In, as it is one of the last remaining drive-in theaters in New England. Our cameraman, Tom, who likes to fish, tells us his favorite spot to fish is in Race Point, Provincetown. For freshwater, he says Nickerson State Park in Brewster, Orleans has some very good locations. And finally, we're going to do a shout out to some of our favorite restaurants. Parker Cameron recommended Grill 43 in Yarmouth, Wyatt Gaynor recommends the Beacon in Orleans, and for a more affordable choice, the Knack offers some very good choices and is located right by the Eastham Orleans Rotary.
That's a good one.
It is. That's all for Things to Do. I'm Tim Polero.
And I'm Nauset Zena.
Have a great sun-filled summer and see you next year.
Hi, I'm Anna Mullen, and today today we're going to be asking the fellow Nauset News staff what they're going to be doing this summer. So let's go. Hey Sydney, what are you doing this summer?
This summer I actually have a lot of plans. I'll probably be going to the beach quite a bit. I'm also going to be working and I'm going to camp.
Where do you work?
Fancy's Farm Stand. It's like in Orleans and you just like sell fruit. It's like a miniature grocery store kind of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey Delaney, what are you doing this summer?
I'm working, going to the beach, and also going to camp like Sydney.
What camp do you go to?
I go to camp in Coral Springs, Florida for diving.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hey Leah, what are you doing this summer?
I'm going to work and I'm going to play with my new kitten.
Oh, where do you work?
I'm going to work at the Lost Dog Pub in Dennis with my mom.
And how old is your kitten?
7 weeks.
Oh wow. Hey Aiden, what are you doing this summer?
I'm going to be working tirelessly at Shaw's.
That does not sound fun. What else are you doing?
I'm probably going to go to New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Florida.
Oh, that's cool. Are you have family down there?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's awesome. Have fun. Hey
Thank
Michelle, what are you doing this summer?
I'm going to be working and I'm just going to try to like have fun with my friends.
Oh, that's awesome. Where do you work?
I work at the ice cream cafe in Orleans.
Oh wow. Great job.
You can come there and get some ice cream.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
cake.
Hey Richard, what are you doing this summer?
Well, this summer I'm going to be going to Jamaica, doing some dove hunting with my grandpa, just spending some family time. And I'll be back here for September being lit. Let's go.
Here's another Nauset News reporter, Chris Pombo. What are you doing this summer?
Over this summer, I'm gonna try to get my summer work done early, so then I could just hang out with friends and just go with the flow. And I'm also doing a lot of soccer camps. I'm gonna go to Keene this year with some of my teammates, and that's gonna be really fun. I'm excited for that.
That sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, what are you doing this summer?
Well, this summer I'm getting a landscaping job, so that's gonna be fun, I guess.
Yeah, what else?
Well, I'm gonna be surfing, skateboarding, and sleeping a lot.
That sounds like a lot of fun. As for myself, during the summer I have a job babysitting, and the kids are really cute. They're really sweet. One of them is 4 and one of them is 7. And I'm also planning on going to the beach with my friends. And our favorite beach is First Encounter in Eastham and also Herring Pond in Eastham. And we usually bike there, and it's really nice. I hope everyone has a happy and safe summer. This is Anna Muller reporting for Nauset News, and we're free.